Hey, what's going on, guys? Tim here again. Got another tutorial for you today. Something a little different, something a little more fun to do. So I know a lot of you are into the sort of survival stuff, and today we're doing a Paracord Cobra knot bracelet, but this time with kind of a built-in ferro rod. So how this one works is it more or less just uses the ferro rod here as a toggle, and you can see the washer is what holds it together, which is pretty cool. So the idea of this, I didn't think this up. I'm just doing a kind of tutorial on it. This idea came through, originally I believe the first one was made by a company called The Friendly Swede, and you can find their stuff. I'll link all their stuff in the description. They have some stuff on eBay and Amazon, and the idea is to have ferro rod on one side here and be able to use a washer on this side as a striker. So recently there was also a Kickstarter project by a company called Bomber Co, and they made a bracelet like this that had a washer on one side and a ferro rod on the other side. You know, they're, I don't want to say gimmicky, but they made this type of bracelet, and in the commercial they used it to start a fire, which it does work, but the only issue is you need a very specific type of washer for that for this to work as a fire starter bracelet, because this is just a washer I got at a hardware store. I'll make sure I annotate the exact size and everything, but in order for a striker to work, it has to have some kind of teeth on it. Because if you just use this, it's not going to work. Like, I've tried it and it's not able to strike. So you'll see on the Friendly Swedes bracelets that they have a specific type of washer that has teeth on it. So you can use this as a fire starter, which is really cool, right? And you know what? You could probably mod one of these washers. Maybe if you take a Dremel tool and make some fine notches in here, you can probably do that. But I didn't have the time to do that, so I didn't. We're just going with this plain old washer. But anyways, all that being said, I think this is a pretty cool way to wear your paracord bracelets, and it's kind of cool to store a extra piece of ferro rod on you. Obviously, you're gonna need to have another type of dedicated striker for it if you don't have that specific type of washer, like maybe a knife or some sort of multi-tool where you can actually strike it. But yeah, so that's it. Just want to talk about that, get that out of the way before we get into the tutorial. But I think this is just a pretty cool way of incorporating this stuff into your paracord bracelet. Okay, so that being said, we will now get into the tutorial, and you can see how we make this ferro rod Cobra knot bracelet. Okay, so I got my paracord ready here. I'm using gold today, and I roughly got about 10 feet. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take both ends of my paracord. I'm just going to double it over like so. Now we're going to take our ferro rod, so it's got the two drilled out holes in it, and we're going to feed our paracord through one end and do the second one. I'm going to pull this all the way to the other side like this. Okay, so that will be the kind of toggle part of our bracelet. Now, yeah, you can just leave that there. Make sure you have everything doubled over so it's nice and even. So now we're going to go to our other side here with our other working ends. Now we can take our washer, and this is where we start weaving our bracelet. We're going to put both ends through. Now at this point, this is where you kind of determine your bracelet length, and mind you, we can make this kind of adjustable. I'll show you how in a sec. Okay, so this is where you have to determine how long you want your bracelet to be. Now also, when you weave, so we're going to start our Cobra knots going down this way, but when you do your Cobra knots, you can actually stop earlier. Like, you don't have to weave all the way up to here. If you stop a little earlier, that leaves you a bit of slack, and you can make that part adjustable, that you'll see in a sec. Okay, so let's do our bracelet, and I think about here is good. Okay, but we'll determine that in a sec. So now, yeah, very simple. We're just going to do our cobra knots. Okay, so I got everything equal. Let's put this over here. So now I'm going to bring one strand to the other side, like that. Okay. So yeah, from here, simple cobra knots. I'm going to start with my right strand, put that over the core, left over top. And I'm going to bring the left strand through the opening on the other side. There we go. I apologize for that ferro rod noise. It's just kind of scraping against my desk. Anyways, so there we go. That's our first knot. And from here, we're just going to continue. So now, remember, always work with the same lead strand across the core. Right strand over top of that. Bring that through to the other side. There we go. Okay, so also, I think another tip that some beginners might not know, if you want your cobra knots to look really packed and tight together, but after every knot, just push up on it, and that'll kind of make those gaps in between smaller, and you can actually kind of fit a little more cord onto your bracelet. So let's do another one, like so. Okay, so see how there's that gap there? So what I'm going to do now is going to pull on it, and that'll lessen the gap, make our cobra knot look a little tighter. Okay, so I'm just going to continue weaving my bracelet all the way down. Okay, so yeah, just continue tying your cobra knots and move all the way down your bracelet, and we will discuss what to do near the end here. All right, so I'm just about done weaving. I think I can do one more cobra knot here. Pull that tight, push it up. Okay, so now the reason why I told you not to go all the way to the end is, see, I've got a couple, just maybe 1.5 inches or so, maybe a couple inches here before where the ferro rod is. And the way you close this bracelet is you take the ferro rod and just kind of push it through the washer here, and that acts as the toggle, right, as I showed you earlier. But now the way you can make this adjustable, see, this is one size here, it's a bit larger. If you pull the slack through like so, you can actually kind of pull it over the bracelet like this, like that. So one end over here and there, and now you can actually have it a little more snug and tighter, right? So you might like the way this looks a bit better, the way this kind of paracord is looped over. So if you want to have this look, you can just leave a couple inches of the core not woven. And it does, I guess, I think it's equally as secure if you wear it either way, like that. Or if you want to wear it this way, you can just weave the paracord all the way to the end. I'll leave a little bit of space here just because why not? But anyways, yeah, so I've woven this length here. Now I'm just going to snip and cinch the paracord, and we will be finished. Okay, and there we have it. I'm finished. Okay, so we got the washer up there, ferro rod on the bottom. And again, just to show you the way we wear this, we just use this as the toggle. And there you go. All right. So this has been the, I guess it is adjustable if you do it like I did, the adjustable cobra knot with the ferro rod. And again, as I discussed before, I think this is a pretty cool way of having an extra piece of ferro rod on you, but unless you have the proper washer, I don't really consider this as like, a fire starter bracelet, as a lot of people like to call it. But yeah, another interesting way to incorporate some survival stuff into your paracord bracelet. And of course, I didn't mention it earlier, but if you wanted to do this King Cobra style, just use maybe twice the amount of paracord, and then you can, once you're done weaving here, you just turn around and start weaving the King Cobra over that and stop here. Okay. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any comments or questions, let me know what you think down below. And of course, as always, all materials used in this video will be linked through my affiliate links in the description. And whenever you guys buy stuff through my affiliate links, that definitely helps out the channel. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you on the next one.